Chris Hoffmann. I'm the president of Hoffmann Brothers. We employ 130 full-time team members and provide mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services to businesses and homeowners. You know, when we made the decision to look at GadellNet at the time, we had a lot of people wearing a lot of different hats. And one of those hats that was being passed around was our IT services and IT management. And so as we were growing, that became a bigger and bigger pain point for us, and we realized that we needed to find a better partner and that there was a better way to manage our IT functions. We have about 60 to 70 users in the field who use tablets, so mobile device management was a challenge for us. 40 to 50 folks in the office that are working on our software platforms, and it was really difficult to make sure that it was all working together, working seamlessly, and that people had someone to go to when we were having challenges. Sure. I feel like technology is becoming increasingly important in any business, but particularly in our service business and how we deliver our services to customers. And so as we think about integrating tablets, looking at our software platforms, looking at the systems that the folks in our call center are using to interact with our customers, I think having those things aligned with the way in which we're trying to deliver services is really important. And GadellNet was really able to make sure that those systems that we count on that are so critical to our business operations are always working and always working the way we want them to work. I know where they are, and they're just down the street. And anytime I've reached out to them about something, our account manager Kurt has been incredibly responsive. Sometimes I feel bad emailing on nights and weekends, but if it bothers Kurt, he never shows it, and he's always right there with a quick reply. For me, responsiveness is huge, right? Particularly when you're talking about a lot of your company's critical infrastructure. So anytime I have a question, particularly if it's something that's time sensitive, I know Gadell is going to be on it. They're going to be on it quickly, and that's important to me. I think Gadell, we've made it clear, since we started partnering with them, that uptime is very important for our technicians in the field, right? Our technicians are relying on having access through their tablets to our customer histories, our service records, our parts books, all the things that they need to do their job in the field. And I remember I'd gotten a phone call one morning, it was 5 a.m., I was getting ready to leave the house, and a technician told me, hey, my tablet's not working, I can't log in. I called another technician, he said, yeah, I'm down too, I can't log in. So I called the Gadell emergency helpline at like 5:15 in the morning. I think it was press 1 for emergency. I got an engineer on the phone. So within 30 minutes of the time I placed that call at 5:15 or so in the morning, Gadell had logged in, they had their software support people there looking at our platform, figured out what was wrong with it, and by 6 a.m. we had resolved the issue. And we're able to move forward that day without disrupting our business. So I think for me that was a really big win, and that's an example of Gadell recognizing the important role that software and technology plays in our business and making sure that that wasn't going to interfere with our customers and with the services that we have to deliver. I've had the most interaction with obviously our account manager, and he's the one that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I've had an incredibly positive experience with him. I think the professionalism, the responsiveness, giving me options, right? Sometimes I bring a challenge and I don't know what the right solution is, but I've seen creativity, I've seen responsiveness to our needs. Gadell didn't come to us when we needed a new server and say, here's this project, it costs X dollars, this is your only option. It was, hey, here's 3 or 4 different options, here are the trade-offs between the options, here's what this option will deliver, here's what the other option will deliver, and they let us choose where the value lied for us and at what investment level made sense for us given what our needs were. So I've been very impressed with the way that the team's delivered options, the professionalism, the integrity behind what they do, not pushing me into a solution that's convenient for Gadell, but letting me see what options are available to our business and letting me pick what makes the most sense for our needs. So I think that's something that's been valuable for me. If I had to describe GadellNet in one word, I think that word would be accountable. And I say that because, when we onboarded, we came with challenges, right? And I think Gaddell inherited a lot of those challenges, and they had to help us figure out solutions. But when we started encountering those challenges, some of which had nothing to do with Gaddell, Gaddell didn't shy away from taking accountability for those challenges and saying, "Hey, we're going to own these problems." And I didn't hear ever that I didn't hear excuses, right? And for me, it was important to have a partner who was going to say, "Hey, we now own this problem. We're going to figure out the best path forward." And we're going to fix this for you. And for me, that was something that I valued throughout the relationship, is when I bring up an issue, Gaddell's not afraid to take ownership of that issue, make it their own, and help us figure out a solution to it. And even, heck, we've had some things that didn't go perfectly smoothly, right? But when I brought it up, I feel like it's always been resolved in a way quickly and in a way that's, I think, satisfactory to everybody and made everybody happy.